Okay, let me ask you something. What would you do if a fire alarm went off right now? Seriously. Knowing that answer isn't just, helpful, it is literally the key to survival. So for the next few minutes, we're going to walk through the critical steps that could absolutely save your life or someone else's in a building fire. Pay close attention. So, first things first, let's just be really clear about the stakes here. When a fire kicks off, the clock is ticking, and I mean fast. On average, you have just 3 to 5 minutes to get out safely. That's it, 3 to 5 minutes. There's absolutely no time to hesitate, no time to try and figure things out. You've got to know exactly what to do before it happens.
All right, so let's jump into our first scenario. Fire. What is your first move? Let's say you're the one who discovers it. You turn a corner and there it is, flames or a wall of thick smoke. What you do in those first few seconds, well, it's critical, not just for you, but for every single person in that building.
And the sequence here is absolutely crucial. So listen up. First, just leave immediately. Your number one job is to get yourself out of danger. Your safety comes first, period. As you're getting out, your next move is to find and pull the nearest fire alarm. Let everyone know what's happening. Step 3, and this is a big one we'll come back to, close all the doors you can behind you. This helps contain the fire. And finally, once you are completely safe and outside the building, that's when you call for help. Get your phone out, dial 911, and give them the address and where the fire is, if you know. Okay, now for the scenario that's way more likely for most of us. The alarm is ringing, you don't see any fire, you don't smell any smoke, you just hear that loud, blaring alarm. So how should you react? What's the very first thought that needs to pop into your head? This right here. This is the single most important rule of fire safety. You have to always assume it's a genuine emergency. Never, ever think, oh, it's probably just a drill or it's a false alarm. That single moment of hesitation, that's the most dangerous moment there is. When you hear that alarm, you move, you get out, end of story. So you're moving, but how do you get out? Simple. There is one non-negotiable absolute rule. You always take the stairs. Do not use the elevators, I mean it. Elevators are a death trap in a fire. They can lose power and leave you stuck, or worse, the doors could open right into the fire. The stairwell, that's your safe path out. It's the only way. Okay, here's your quick mental checklist for when that alarm goes off. 1, leave right away. 2, as you go, close doors behind you. We'll talk more about why that's so important later. 3, grab only the absolute essentials. We're talking keys, phone, purse, things you can grab without even thinking. 4, once you're outside, don't just stand by the door. You need to move at least 300 feet away from the building. This gives the firefighters and their trucks room to work. And 5, maybe the most important part, once you're out, you stay out, no matter what. All right, let's talk about the situation nobody wants to imagine. When you can't get out, what do you do if you're trapped? You hear the alarm, you go to leave, but your way out is blocked by thick black smoke or even flames. You're stuck. Now, the natural reaction is panic, right? But panic is your worst enemy. A clear plan, that's what's going to save you. So before you even think about opening another door to find a different way out, you have to do one simple check. And you do it with the back of your hand, okay? It's much more sensitive to heat than your palm. So you carefully reach out toward the door and you check. Is the doorknob hot? Is the door itself warm to the touch? If the answer is yes, if it feels hot at all, the rule is simple. Do not open it. I can't say this enough. Do not open that door. A hot door means fire is raging right on the other side. Opening it would be like opening an oven, letting a lethal blast of heat and toxic smoke pour into your room. Okay, so that door is staying shut. Your job now is to turn your room into a safe zone. Here's how. Step 1, seal the door. Grab towels, blankets, clothing, whatever you can find, and stuff them into the cracks around the door. Block any vents too. You're trying to keep the smoke out. Step 2, call 911 right away and be specific. Tell them your exact location, the building address, what floor you're on, what room number, and make sure you tell them, I am trapped. Step 3, signal for help. Get to a window if you can and make yourself visible. Hang a bright piece of clothing or a bed sheet out the window so firefighters on the ground can spot you. Okay, let's shift gears and talk about assisting others safely. Because, it's not always just about you. You might be with someone who needs extra help. Maybe they have a mobility issue, for example. So how do you help them in a way that's actually safe and effective? The answer might not be what you think. Now, this is where things can feel a little counterintuitive, but it is so important. If someone needs assistance and you are not on the ground floor, the safest thing for them to do is to stay where they are. I know, it sounds wrong, but trying to carry someone down multiple flights of stairs is incredibly dangerous for everyone involved. It's much, much safer for them to wait in a secure spot for trained firefighters who have the right equipment. Your job? Your job is to be the messenger. You appoint someone, or you do it yourself, to get out safely and immediately tell the emergency crews their exact location. There is a person who needs help on the 5th floor, room 502. That's how you save them.
Whew, okay, we have covered a lot of ground here. So let's boil it all down to the 3 golden rules of evacuation. These are the 3 things you must always remember. If you forget everything else we've talked about, please remember these.
Golden rule number 1. Close every door. It sounds so simple, right? But it's one of the most powerful firefighting tools you have. Whether you're the first one to spot the fire or the last one leaving your apartment, closing doors behind you contains the flames, it starves the fire of oxygen, and it slows down the spread of that deadly smoke. A closed door is a barrier. It buys time. And in a fire, time is everything. Golden rule number 2. And yeah, we've already said this, but I'm saying it again because it is that critical. Stay away from elevators. Period. Elevators are for groceries and moving furniture on a normal day. During a fire, the stairs are what save your life. And the 3rd and final golden rule: stay out. Once you have made it outside to safety, you stay outside. No exceptions. I don't care if you forgot your wallet, your laptop, even your pet. You do not go back in for anything. Firefighters are going in, the situation inside is changing by the second, and it's incredibly dangerous. Nothing inside that building is worth your life. You are not replaceable. So now you know the procedures, but here's the real question, the one you need to ask yourself. Are you prepared to act? Listening to this is one thing, but you have to internalize it. Think about where you are right now. Your home, your office. Where are the fire alarms? Where are the 2 nearest exits? Just taking a minute to walk through it in your head. That's how you truly prepare. Because when a real emergency hits, there's no time left to think. There's only time to act.